Welcome, welcome, welcome. So you guys want to get married, whether you want to get married in Toronto, anywhere in Canada, but let's say you only have a little bit of money. How much money do you have? Maybe you have 1,000, 1,500 bucks. Maybe you have $5,000. Regardless, you can get married. You can get married with a little bit of money. And I'm going to show you how. I'm a registered wedding officiant here in Ontario, Canada. These tips and tools will help you regardless of where you are. If you want to check out my website, www.brotherjeremy.com. Even if you don't want me to marry you, maybe you're out of province, out of country, I'd be happy to give you a wedding script and help you guys get on your way to the wedding of your dreams. So let's go. So who are you? You're engaged. Obviously, you're a man, woman, you love each other very, very much, and you want to get married, but you're young, or maybe you're not so young, but you don't have all this money to throw around. You don't have $100,000. You don't want to get into debt. So we're going to cap the wedding at $5,000. The cheapest wedding you can get, which is even cheaper than City Hall, would be at our wedding chapel, 848 Shepherd Avenue West in North York, Toronto, Canada. For $100 includes everything. So it includes the chapel, which is for 10 people, the service, the wedding vows, I now pronounce you man, wife, and also the legal paperwork, get everything notarized and sent, solemnized and sent to the registrar's office in Thunder Bay, which is the northern part of Canada, of Ontario. But do not worry, I send it by courier, by express post, so I can track it and let you guys know when it's time to apply for your official permanent marriage certificate. There's two kinds, long form, short form. Okay. The bigger ones we go on, they'll have, a wedding room, it'll have a wedding venue, you could have catering, you could have DJ, you could have live music. There's so many options. Just make sure that you have realistic expectations. So if you want a gas loan, you have $2,000, it's probably not going to work. But let's say you're okay, let's say a wedding room, the Legion, let's say you want the wedding chapel, then go to a restaurant. As long as you have realistic expectations, you're okay. So what's the objective here? We're here to throw the best wedding. So the best wedding without going into debt. So if it's 2,000, it's 2,000. If it's 5,000, if it's 400, it's 400. There's no need to go and worry about paying this out over time. You're young, or you're getting your family started. You need that money for the house, or for a car, or for children. There's so many options. Regardless of what you're choosing, there's no situation where you should be going into debt for a wedding. Once again, who I am. I'm a registered clergy chaplain here in Ontario, authorized to do weddings. Son of a rabbi, it's a Jewish clergyman who is learned. My father, he went to school in Israel at Yeshivat Itri to become a rabbi, and now does weddings, bar mitzvahs, been to hundreds of functions. But beyond my Jewish community, who I love very dearly, I serve all nations, creeds, language speakers, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Black, whether you're Indian. I have done every kind of racial wedding and stuff. So whether you're rich and you have lots of money, or if you're poor, you're a refugee, I'm here to serve you. I'm offering a Bible wedding, which is based on the Torah, or for Christians, the Old Testament. Muslims also believe in the authority of this book. It's very important, it has all the prophets, all the wisdom of King Solomon, King David, and it serves as the cornerstone of our faith. About me, I have a Bachelor of Management and Marketing. I have an Honors Bachelor of Arts in History, and Graduate Diploma in Marketing. Once again, we operate as a charity. So if someone wants to get married and they qualify, so qualify means they haven't been divorced so many times, they fit the religious pretext of what qualifies as marriage, then they can go and get married. So if they have no money, there's no way I will turn anyone away. That just breaks my heart. I think that marriage, people who want to partake in this holy gift from the Torah should enjoy the fruits. The cheapest option, it's cheaper in City Hall, 130 to 200 for the marriage license. I haven't seen 200, but just as inflation hits everything, we just want to be very, very careful. I don't want to give a number that's too low. I'd rather give a little bit too high, so everything is kosher, right? So it's $500 for the wedding. It could be, if you can't afford this, you have a hard time with the venue for this, for the ceremony, for the basic, will work with you here. We have not turned away anybody who qualifies and wants marriage but does not have the funds. This includes for 10 people, the officiant, the ceremony, the paperwork. And once that's done, about 3 to 6 weeks later, you apply for the permanent marriage certificate. It can be long form, it could be short form. It depends if you want for what you want for immigration, for business, for title transfer. If you do ask, for help with our services, which is the wedding officiant, the legal, biblical marriage, we offer some good faith. So if you don't think, obviously we're not going to ask, but if you're saying, oh, we have no money, then you find out you're spending a huge service, but you don't have money for this bread and butter, which is the vows. I'm not going to say anything, but I don't think it's a very good step forward. If you want to have the wedding somewhere else, let's say a restaurant or a home or a cottage. I have a young baby, my son Asher. It's going to be a year this June, so I cannot drive too far. But I'll do everything I can to make your day possible. And if I can't, I'll find someone who serves your needs. This is the second option, which is more expensive than the first, and it's kind of like the Goldilocks: not too expensive, not too cheap. Backyard, home, cottage, recreation center, Legion. That's the Army Legion. If somebody knows in the Army or affiliated with some group, they can help you with this. The main thing is it's free or cheap. Ask your friends. You can get a room somewhere, even in the off season during the week, even for a weekday wedding. In the nighttime, you can rent a space. It can be a couple hundred, less than 1,000. It's possible. I would check out, if you're in Toronto, go to perhaps, some of the immigrant communities. They have cheaper spaces in industrial parks, and you can go and make it look very nice. And it's not so expensive. If you have friends, make food, potluck, which is everyone brings their food. There is no need to actually worry about paying the caterer. The friends make it look nice, put in decorations, all these kind of things, right? And if you're on a budget, right, get a religious wedding officiant. So religious is someone who holds to a religious ilk, so whether it be Jewish, Christian, Islam, that kind of thing. And they are more willing to actually work in the financial aspect because they come from a place where this is more than just a job. It's a vocation. It's something that you do that you can't remove yourself. Okay, and the alcohol license, $150 for special occasions. Go to the LCBO, it's good for the day. Wedding dress, go with Best for Bride. Check out Olga, she's a friend of mine. She'll give you the best price, every single budget. Depends how you mobilize, tell your cousins to do this, the MC, everyone does their job together. You're looking at $1,500, $3,000, you're good to go. This is very reasonable and it's very doable. Next, let's go. This is the luxury micro wedding. This is the highest end, but lower than the 5,000, renting a room in a restaurant, perhaps during the week or at times less busy. Rent out the whole restaurant, perhaps, which is possible with this budget, or a banquet hall. A lot of them have a set price per person, right? So let's say they say, it's $75 inclusive, including the venue, all this, except for the DJ decorations. It's very good. You can do this cheaper in Niagara County, sometimes Prince Edward County. The space along the Golden Horseshoe has some stuff outside the city. You can bring some bottles of wine if you're, in Niagara or Prince Edward County. You can go to Sandbanks or go to these different Niagara ice wine places to bring, but have everyone else pay cash. Custom wedding cake, you can splurge for this, if you want to, want to go and make something beautiful. And you can also, if you have a bigger budget, you can go and also go Best for Bride. If you want to spend more, you'll get a better bang for your buck, a nicer dress for less price, looking perfect, well put together, looking great. If you want to rent a canopy, which is the thing, the arch or a chuppah, the Jewish one, you can do so. If you need, I can bring you. I have some variety, entertainment, DJ, live entertainment. If you are a budget, find someone who's not so established, and that will give you grounds to negotiate good price. Bring the wedding officiant, so you guys meet in the room. He comes and does the service. I now pronounce you man, wife, and then leaves, and then it's the reception. But you don't have to leave. It's only the wedding officiant who is attending, doing the officiant, doing the signing, taking back the paperwork, and then the wedding occurred. And here are some tips to save some money. So don't hire the wedding planner, do it yourself. With the age of computers and phones, we can keep ourselves organized, do it yourself. Once again, get your friends, take on important roles. buy decorations from local artists. So go in Marketplace, go in Etsy, find people that have your flair and have them do it. It's also very good to support local. It's good for the community. It's good for the morale of people. Look for newer vendors, help them, develop their reputation in exchange for perhaps doing, giving you a good price, look for catering options, especially ethnic food, Punjabi, halal foods, but make sure they have a good reputation. So I've seen these really nice catering trays. They're very nice aluminum. They're filled with food. So you buy like all these and it's a fraction of the price. Again, off season, if it's not warm, you're gonna save money. So I hope these tips helped you. You're going to have an amazing wedding. It's going to be perfect. It's going to take planning. It's going to take creativity, but with a little bit of care and some tips, you can do it. I believe in you. Once again, congratulations to a great life, as we say in Hebrew, l'chaim. And I wish you a long marriage filled with happiness and children and blessings. Have a great day.